Hello everyone. Yeah, we're back at Redlands. It's Friday the 17th of February and it feels great, to be fair. Slightly high pressure, it's 1020, something like that. But yeah, it's going to be really nice the next couple of nights. 9 degrees. Don't really favour the nights here, to be fair. It's all about doing the nights just to be here in the day, to be honest. I'm hoping that we'll have a better session than we did last time. Sadly, last weekend we couldn't get anywhere near the fish. They were, well, out to the right of this swim, to be fair. Yeah, couldn't get in swim 3, all the lights we've got there. But standing in the island swim here, over on the eye bank, I've seen 2 fish out in front. So yeah, although I see a few shows in front of me last week, it weren't, you know, they were very few and far between. But yeah, we've seen 2 already. Got 3 rods out already, only on bags. Got two on bags, both on wafters this time, and they're tipped with maggots. Only bought a pint of maggots, only want to tip the hook baits. And yeah, and we've got a single pub chuck pop up key bait solutions out on the left hand rod up top on the island, where roughly where I see one show. Yeah, hopefully you're hearing me all right. The wind's picking up, but like I say, it's meant to be lovely the next couple of days. Days 13, 14 degrees, nights 9. We'll take that. Yeah, fingers crossed we're getting amongst them. Like I say, we've already seen a couple, so yeah, both out to my left, funny enough. So yeah, the spot where they were showing last week, I haven't seen anything there so far, so we'll have to see how it goes. Plenty of time to go. Got until at least until Sunday morning. Well, yeah, at least until Sunday morning. But if I think it's worth it, I'll try and stay the day. Ring up and see if I can stay the day. So yeah, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed we're getting amongst them. Right, as the bivvy's only just gone up, look, nothing inside it, it's all there on the barrow. So yeah, about time we got sorted out. Fingers crossed. Well guys, yeah, didn't know what to do. I haven't tried, you know, rods over any amount of bait for a while on here. I tried it last year and it weren't the way forward, to be fair. Solid, you know, solid bags and just normal PVA bags of crumb and maggots last year, but I haven't tried it this year. So I've got one rod over 10 or a dozen spoms I put out. Got one rod over that. I've still got 2 on bags because they're under. I've seen fish now straight out in front. The big dome tree in the distance, there's been several show around about 70 yards, 80 yards out there. Probably about 6 I've seen out there. That was over a space of an hour. I haven't seen anything for a little while. But yeah, I've got 2 rods out of that out there, just on bags. May change it just after dark. We'll see how it goes sort of over the next hour and a half. And yeah, fingers crossed we can get in amongst some fish during this trip. Certainly seen a few, that's for sure. There's quite a few of us on. I think there's 5 of us on at the moment. So yeah, come on the carp. Like I say, one rod's settled now for the night. I'm not sure about the other 2 on bags, but we shall see. as usual, guys, if I have anything in the dark, you will be the first to know. Failing that, I'll speak to you in the morning. Right, guys, I just mentioned that I, put one rod over some bait, about 10 spoms. It was ASM 8 millers and crumb, maxi nut and ASM crumb. Yeah, with a few pellets thrown in. Yeah, one thing to remember when you're spomming crumb, always wet it. It's never going to get to the bottom if you don't wet it. It'll end up miles away from your spot, and yeah, it just don't work. So yeah, always use your water bucket, dip your spom as you go. Every cast, once you fill the spom up, submerge it in water, wait for the bubbles to stop where it's taken on water, and yeah, cast it out. Tempted to put maybe another rod over bait, but I don't know whether to just wait and see if I get one on that right hand rod over the bait, and then maybe add another one to that spot, or create another one. But we'll see. We're feeling our way in during this trip. It's only early days at the moment, so as I said before, I'll speak to you in a bit. Well, here we go, guys. 11:15 at night. Got our first bite of the weekend. Looks like we've got a lovely 20 pound, yeah, 20 plus linear there, without a doubt. Happy days. Well pleased with that. Nice way to get started. Well pleased. Right, I'm going to get the rod back out and then get it sorted out. Good times. Well, guys, we have one there. Then we have the linear down there. Yeah, we've had 10 minutes of carnage. Left hand rod and right hand rod. Yeah, happy days. Yeah, as I was saying to you earlier, we don't get many bites here in the night, so yeah, it's a bit of a surprise, but yeah, good, nice one. Right, let's get them sorted out. Happy days. Well, guys, what a nice way to start the session. Yeah, this was the first bite, of which was pretty much a double take, to be fair. But yeah. For a cracker. 22¼ linear, which I'm pretty sure is the bigger of the two. The other one might scrape 20 pound. It looks very, very close if it isn't. But yeah, look at that. I'm well pleased with that. Yeah, that was the first bite, that one. And yeah, proper stunner. Yeah, two different tactics as well, which has done the bites, which is good. Yeah. Yeah, well pleased with that one. That is a stunner. Wind's picking up. Show you the other side quick. Which in my opinion is the better side. Look at that. That is an absolute cracker. Yeah, well made up with that one. Right, let's get this one back and get the other one out to show you. Happy days. Nice start, after last week, not being able to get anywhere near them, and yeah, see them out there earlier and put the rigs in position, and yeah, can't believe it. Two already on the first night, and I've never had a bite at night on this swim before, so hopefully there's more to come. Right, let's get this one back. Well guys, when this one went in the net I weren't sure if it was going to make £20 to be fair, but when I just got it onto the mat it's just revealed that it is 21. I love commons when they're that shape. Look at that. Oh. Very unhappy about the lights, this one. Well, yeah, there he is. Yeah, it's a cracker. Really nice fish, that one. He just keeps going stiff. Yeah, there he is. That's better. Yeah, cracker. 220s to start the session. Pleased with that. Well pleased with that. Right. Let's turn this one round and show the other side. Lovely carp, that one. There you go, we're getting a bit closer. Yeah, he is a stummer. Some lovely fish in here down at Redlands, that's for sure. Right, let's get him back. See if we can have a few more during the trip. It certainly started off well. Oh yes. Right, time to get him back. Fingers crossed for more. Well guys, this is crazy. Yeah, they're obviously out there and they're on the feed. The baited area's just done me another bite. The rod's only been back out about 20 minutes. So yeah, looks like it could be a busy night. It's gone midnight now. By the time we sorted the other two fish out, and yeah, I'll quickly show you this one in the net. I'm not going to get it out. I'm keen to get the rod back out and put some more bait out, to be fair. They're clearly out there and on the feed, so while they're out there, got to make the most of it. I'll show the fish quick. There we go guys, mid double common. So yeah, we're going to just slip her back, send her on her way. Oh, stop swimming back into the landing net. Come on girl, away you go. Thanks for coming. Morning all. Well, it is only just. Yeah, literally had half hour's sleep. I wanted to, because I'd already had 3 bites, I wanted to get some rigs tied and whatever, and yeah, about 20 past, up past 4 in the morning. Middle rod's away, and yeah, we've got another one in the net. We're not going to get it out. Yeah, we're not going to get it out. We're going to just let her go. Yeah, and yeah, wait developments. See if there's any more in store for us. It's a mirror this time, probably mid to high double, so it's not going to be you know, not as big as the first two. So yeah, it's the wind's changed slightly as well, and it's proper freezing. So yeah, we'll get her on her way and get the rod back out. I'll quickly show her in the net and let her go. Another bite, that's the main thing. Happy days. There you go guys. Nice scaly one. Again. And we get on our way. Good morning all. Yeah, just had a lovely way to wake up. Just had fish number 5, another 20 as well by the looks of it. So yeah, made up with where the first night's gone. Considering the wind's cooled right off, it's freezing, the wind. It's meant to be 13, 14 degrees today as well, which is, yeah, something drastic's got, it's got to change for that to happen. But fish are still out there and they're feeding. So yeah, another bite to the middle rod. So yeah, well pleased. And it's a mirror. Probably around the same sort of stamp as the first two, to be fair. 20, 21, 23, somewhere around about there. Yeah, so let's get sorted out, see how big she is. Yeah, well pleased with that one, guys. That'll do nicely. 22.5, biggest one so far. Third 20. That 5 fish. Gutted, guys. Yeah, absolutely gutted. Just went to do a video clip of the last one, which was the biggest one of the trip so far, 22.5. I don't think you'll have any volume because I'm not sure my camera's working properly now. It's gone face down in the water that was laying in the unhooking mat where I'd zeroed the waist slinging. So yeah, hopefully I can get it sorted out. Yeah, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. I'll have a look into it now. Happy days, guys. I do believe we've got ourselves a decent 20. Fish number 6. Right, let's go out. Well guys, we'll take this for a nice February session. This is my 6th fish. First one in daylight, proper daylight, and yes, 4th 20, 21.12. It's got like a ghosty tint to him, this one. Cracking fish though. Made up with him, lovely. To be fair, I thought he was smaller than that, the way he was darting about, but obviously because of his length. Yeah. But yeah, another banger. Long may it continue. Cracker he is. Right, I'm going to get him back, guys. Get the rod sorted again, and yeah, hopefully catch some more. Good times. Well, guys, this is madness. Yeah, just about to do a piece to camera, and yeah, made myself a cup of tea, and another one, another 20 pounder by the looks of it in the net. Yeah, another 20 pounder, I think. happy days. Hopefully there's time for a few more. Right, let's get it sorted out. Good times. Well guys, I was right. Fish number 7 and my fifth 20. Another common. Yeah. Happy days. £20.10 that one. Yeah. Another cracker. Yeah. Yeah, the future's bright down here at Redlands for the future, that's for sure. Right. Let's get her back and hopefully find some more. Well guys, what a trip it's been so far. Yeah, can't quite believe it. After struggling, you know, last weekend where I couldn't get on the fish, it was quite frustrating to be honest. Yeah, it was too busy, I couldn't move. But yeah, it's very different this trip. Haven't seen a lot today. I've only seen 2, but obviously I've had 2 bites, both on the same rod. But it does look like I need to. Where I've seen the other 2, where I've seen the 2 fish have been on the same spots. No, I haven't got a rod anywhere near them there, so I'm going to have to do something about that shortly. But yeah, and I've caught them on two different. I've caught them on the food bait wafter, the brown one, ASM, Key Bait Solutions ASM. I've caught them on white, and I've caught 3 on wafter's tip with 7 maggots. Yeah, so again on the slip D rig as usual. Yeah, so I won't bore you with that again. I think you've seen that rig enough. For anybody that's watching the video that wants to see it, there's several vlogs with it in Christmas social and Jordan's birthday social, I believe it's on, in recent ones. But yeah, there's several others that it'll be in. But yeah, it's looking good for more, to be fair. And it's nice the fact that, you know, I put bait out last night. I've caught them over bait. I've caught them just on bags. So yeah, I think it's just the fact that they're actually out there. And obviously they've got to be willing to feed. Pressure's dropped a bit from last week. It was 1,038 to 1,040 last week, and it's around 1,020 now. So pressure's dropped a little bit, but they're feeding. That's the main thing. That is the main thing. It's looking nice out there. It really is. I'm glad the wind's turned back to southwesterly, because this morning when I was playing that one at first light, the wind was coming from my right to my left and it was freezing. Got out of the bivvy and my nose was instantly running where it's so cold. But yeah, it certainly is looking good for more. I'm going to have to get my head down soon. I'm absolutely knackered. I've had about half hour to 45 minutes sleep last night. Between having bites, you know, I was tying rigs and keeping ahead of the game, and yeah, I'm absolutely shattered now. So, you know, if the bites allow, I'm going to get my head down soon. Yeah, fingers crossed the bites will keep coming. obviously only fishing, you know, when we're casting PVA bags, I'm just fishing exactly the same as what I'm spomming out, which is chops, ASM, and maxing up Key Bait Solutions boilies. Yeah, just putting them in mesh bags, sliding them down the rig over the hook point and blasting them out there. And I'm fishing exactly the same way over the baited area out to the right. But yeah, considering I had the first 2 fish on that rod, and I haven't seen anything anywhere near that since. No liners, nothing to say there's anything out there, so keep an eye on it. Definitely be topping it up tonight, in the hope that they come back in. Tops it up this morning, put another half a dozen spoms out. I didn't top it up. I didn't top it up after the first one last night, but I did after the second one. I put 4 or 5 out. With the wind coming from right to left, I weren't convinced they were actually landing smack on the money. So yeah, I've done another half dozen this morning. Lovely and mild. I think it's meant to be 13, 14 degrees today. Same tomorrow. 9 tonight. Perfect. Perfect. Hopefully, if we can keep the bites coming, we'll come across one of them big ones. That's why we're here, to try and catch some of them big ones. But they're all welcome. At the end of the day, I'm happy to put some fish on the bank, especially this time of year. But we all have a big bonus. There's certainly some of them out there. Right guys, cup of tea and get my head down, I think. Although I always hope I don't get any sleep. I want the bites to keep coming. I can sleep when I go home. But all the time it's quiet. It makes sense, because you don't know what tonight's going to bring, you know. If I have another load of bites tonight, I really will be knackered come tomorrow. Losing 2 nights sleep, so yeah, I think definitely need to try and get a few hours. Catch up in a bit. Good evening all. Yeah, thought I'd better have a catch up. I had to get my head down earlier. I felt absolutely knackered. Yeah, I had to get 3.5 hours. I had 3.5 hours sleep this afternoon. Got woke up by a line trailer briefly, but that was about it. I've popped up the shop, got some more food and whatever, because I think I might stay until I've asked the question and I've been given the go ahead to stay till tomorrow afternoon, stroke early evening if I want to. So yeah, we'll see how tonight goes, but I had to have a few hours sleep. We just don't know what's going to happen. I mean, you know, 5 bites last night, or including the one at first light this morning. So I mean, if I didn't get any sleep and you have that again tonight, come tomorrow, well, you'll be beside yourself. So yeah, like I say, the rods are back out exactly the same as last night. 2 on bags, only 1 on the baited area. And funny enough, yesterday evening the first 2 I had were over the baited area. It's only 16 wraps towards my van in the car park, to be fair. Yeah, I started spomming, putting some more bait out, And yes, the first one I've seen there since yesterday was literally probably 3 rod lengths to the left when I was spomming. So yeah, there's one, at least one in the area anyway. But yeah, got high hopes for tonight after last night. But I mean, it's already been a great trip. You know, I would have been happy to come back and have one after not being able to get on them last week. But to have had 7 so far and 520, so I'm quite happy about that. Yeah, I reckon we just about have enough bait to get through tomorrow if we stay on. Like I say, fingers crossed for tonight. Didn't feel the need to change anything, to be fair, not after them bites last night. You know, I woke up about 3:30 and I shot straight up the shop, so I was back by sort of 10 to 4 o'clock, something like that. But the one that was almost over my right hand rod is the only fish I've seen since this morning, purely because I've been asleep. But yeah, so it's still promising. We'll have to see what tonight brings. If we do have anything, guys, I'll catch up with you in the night. Failing that, I'll see you in the morning. Well guys, yeah, it's worth getting to sleep. Going to sleep today. Got myself 3.5 hours earlier, you know. Woke up, watched for half hour before I went up the shop, didn't see anything. Weren't sure if they were still in front of me, and just before dark I see 2 show out in the middle. But I'd already recast out into that area, and that was the rod that went. And we have another cracking Redlands common of £20 and 8 ounces. Look at that one. Yeah, 8 fish, 620. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that for a bit of February's fishing, that's for sure. Yeah, oh yes. They are mint condition as well. If you're watching this, guys, it's well worth getting yourself booked in for a week session during the year. You know, you think you've got fish to nearly 46 pound in here now, and the commons are coming on unbelievably well. So, hello, my light's playing up. It's yeah, my light keeps playing up, but there you go. One last look at him. Good times, right? Let's get the rod sorted out. Good morning, guys. Just gone 1 o'clock in the morning. We just had our 9th fish. There she is. She's not going to quite make £20, I don't think. Nice upper double mirror. Very nice. Yeah, it's close, but yeah. But yeah, fish number 9. And it's bitterly cold. So we're just going to let it go. Go on, girl, away you go. Thanks for coming. Morning all. What a lovely morning it is. Weather's taken a change. Yeah, only a slight breeze this morning. Bit of a different day, bit brighter. But yeah, despite being knackered, getting up early this morning has revealed the fish have moved moved right like I thought they had. To be fair, they've been in and around my right hand rod, which is the baited area. You can just see it. There's a tree above the vans. You can just see the edge of it on the video there. And yeah, they're out there, and they're around about 16, 17 wraps they're showing. Right, literally, I've probably seen them within 2 rod lengths of that rod. But yeah, which meant they've sort of gathered in between my lines, because I caught them to the left hand, as well as catching them from the right hand side of the swim. I was catching them from the left hand side of the swim on the first night. So yeah, which created a gap, quite a large gap in between the lines, and that seems to be where they are this morning. I've seen about 6 shows. It's only 25 to 8, and yeah, I've seen several shows out there, so it's looking good for the day. I've already recast one of the rods that were going left into the area where I've seen them this morning. So yeah, fingers crossed. But I think I'm going to bring the left hand rod round as well. I'm going to have a cup of tea on it and yeah, watch the water and see what develops. But yeah, one of them fish out there this morning was definitely a 30. It was a good fish. So fingers crossed for another one or two. At the moment, I think I'm going to fish till 4 or 5 o'clock, but we'll see how the morning develops. I know I spent 3.5 hours of sleep yesterday, but yeah, I only done me 2 bites yesterday morning, so we shall see. It might not be worth staying after lunch if that's going to be the case, but you never know. One thing's for sure, you never catch them sitting indoors. But yeah, we found a piece of the puzzle again this morning. By getting up, sitting there watching the water, we found where the fish are. And now we just got to try and get them to pick a bait up. Well guys, the decision's been made. Yeah, I've had a few casts at showing fish, or as close to the showing fish as I can get throughout the morning. It's now coming up past 1 and I've decided to call it a day. All the gear's on the barrow there behind me, just the rods to come in. Yeah, it's been a great trip, to be fair. 9 fish, 6 20s, although low 20s. So what have I had? 20 pound 8, 20 pound 10, 21, 21 12, 22 and a quarter and 22 and a half. So a bit like peas in a pod really. Yeah, and 3 doubles up to around 18, 19. So yeah, still not a 30 this winter for me on the winter ticket. I'm not sure there's going to be time now, to be fair. Might get one more trip in before the end. I've got an Alfix trip coming up. Yeah, and like I say, it ends at the end of March, so hopefully there's 1 or 2 more trips in it, but I don't know. I'm not sure yet what's going to happen. So yeah, for this trip guys, that is it. Yeah, you know, the fact that 7 7 of the 9 fish have pretty much come in dark, although I had one at the very first light yesterday morning. Yeah, the majority of the bites have been in the night, which is unusual here. Yeah, this I don't think there's any point in hanging it out. I think, to be fair, if I was doing another night, I'd catch tonight, but yeah, it just don't seem to be happening in the days for some reason. Yeah, so if you like the video, guys, give us a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, by all means follow me, Adam Honeyset on Facebook, Adam Carp Honeyset on Instagram. Click the notification bell as well if you subscribe, because that way you'll be notified every time one of my videos goes live. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you on the bank very soon. Can't wait to get home. I'm knackered.